Parevner, this is Pate Tutunjan coming to you from Antwerp, Belgium. I just arrived here in this beautiful train station. We'll explore the city and the country together, but before doing that, I couldn't finish the Cyprus video series before doing a quick little recap of some things that you should know before visiting Cyprus.
I got you, homie!
And if you haven't seen the Cyprus episodes, there is a full playlist on it. Go check it out. I'll put it somewhere here on the screen. So let's start with the airport. So starting with the airport, when you arrive, depends on what time you arrive. A few things to know is that with the airport taxis, is that they don't accept card. But before that, let's back up a little bit. There is no Uber in Cyprus. There is a Cyprus taxi brand that I will include the link in the description, and they also use Bolt over there. However, if you arrive pretty late, these taxis don't work. The application doesn't work. They will not find any cars. So you will end up taking the airport taxis, which means that you will need a little bit of cash with you to take them. So make sure you have it beforehand so you don't end up doing a transaction or something like take out money or exchange money in the airport. So that's number one thing. And speaking of money, so the currency in Cyprus is euros. And other than the airport taxis that I mentioned, a lot of places do accept card, except the intercity buses, which we'll talk about in a minute. When it comes to the language, the official language of Cyprus is Greek. However, I did not run into any issues not knowing Greek, and I spoke English everywhere and everybody spoke English with me, so it was pretty easy to get around, including the taxi drivers. So there was no issues with speaking English. If you don't know Greek, don't worry. I do want to share something quickly. I don't know if this will apply to you, but my time of arrival to the hotel was like 4 a.m. in the morning. And something that really helped is that I let them know beforehand that that's the time I'm arriving, because when I arrived, it says that they have people at the desk, but there was no one at the desk, but they left me a paper with all the information that I need for my room and my name and the key. So they had everything planned, and actually there were 2 people with me that went to the same hotel and they did not let them know, and they struggled a lot to find someone to let them into their room. So if you are arriving at a very late time, like 4 a.m. or maybe even after 12, let them know that that's when you're arriving so they can make sure that they do all the arrangements. So when you arrive tired, you know you have access to your room quickly. So keep this one in mind. It might apply to you. I want to mention that I went there in September and the weather was amazing, super nice, super hot, and actually even I was able to swim. So the weather is really nice. Obviously, it could change based on when you're going, so check it out before planning your trip. But for me, it was really nice and consistent weather, which was, it optimized my time there. Something I was mentioning in my videos as well is that all the toilets that I went to, it says that you can't throw paper in the toilet. So just a little fun fact. Not as much of a practical fact, but just a fun fact to know about Cyprus. Everywhere I went, there was a signage that said that.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
An important thing to know, so you are not shocked like I was when this happened, is that they drive on the left side of the street over there, just like England. So make sure to look everywhere when you're crossing before you cross the street so you are safe. This is important.
Flashback.
Story time. Did you know that in Cyprus, the drivers drive from the same side like in the UK? I had no idea. Yesterday, our taxi driver, he was sitting in the car on the right side, and I was like, oh, maybe it's in Armenia where sometimes Maybe it's like in Armenia where sometimes the cars, that's where the steering wheel is and that's where they sit. And we were so tired, it was so dark, I didn't even notice which side of the road we were driving on. So now I just noticed a lot more cars doing that. By a lot more, I mean all of them. And I looked it up and I think, yeah, correct me if I read it wrong because there's been so much sun, but that's what I think it is. Yeah, I don't know. Something I forgot to check before going to Cyprus, so I want to make sure to tell you guys, is that the plugs are type G. Every place that I stayed, they had one converter plug where I was able to use my plugs using it, but they only provided one. So if you have a lot of things to charge, make sure to bring extra converters with you with the type G. I don't know if you guys saw the last video, but apparently, yeah, the plugs here are type G, not these ones, and I did not bring a converter. I don't know, I call myself a traveler, but I didn't check what plugs they used here, so thank God they have them. So I landed in Paphos to go to Cyprus, but I also wanted to explore the country. As you guys saw my videos, if you've seen my videos, I ended up going to Nicosia, and then I went to Larnaca to fly to Armenia from Larnaca. So in order to travel between cities, they have the best bus system. It's called intercity buses. I will include the link in the description, and it's very affordable. You can go from one city to the next with 7 euros, 4 euros based on the city that you're going to, how far it is, and the schedules are very precise, so make sure to be there on time at the scheduled time, because they actually leave exactly at the time that they scheduled. So intercity buses are the place to go, and if you ask around, if you can't find a station or anything, it's pretty simple, but if you ask around, people are very helpful and they will tell you where they are. As I continue to walk in the very festive streets of Antwerp, yesterday was Christmas. When I'm filming this, it's December 26th, so Merry Christmas and ooh, look.
Treat me wrong, shake your dirty heel all night long. You know what I say? Hear me what I say. 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 Hear me what I say, 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 oh, hear me what I say. Oh, the dance ain't gonna be
So because it's very easy to go from one city to the next, I really encourage you to go to as many cities as you can. So I personally, like I said, I only visited 3 cities. Nicosia was where I got the most understanding of the history and the culture of Cyprus. And Paphos was more touristic, and Larnaca was even more touristic with the beach and a lot of restaurants on the side, on the shore walk. So make sure to go as many places as possible. I've heard that Ayia Napa is like the place for parties. I didn't go there, but hopefully next time I will definitely visit there. Another thing on this note is Cyprus is one of Europe's safest countries. I personally felt very safe walking even at nighttime, exploring around, going to restaurants, bars. So I felt very safe, and I did not have any bad experience. I even was going to restaurants by myself, and when you go to the washroom and you leave your stuff, nothing happened. I'm not saying to do that, but anyway, I did it and nothing happened. So it was pretty cool. What? When you arrive to Nicosia, Nicosia is actually one of the last divided capitals in the world. You will hear a lot about the Green Line, and I made a full video on that. Go check it out, about the separation and the Green Line and all the details. Now, if you would like to visit the old Armenian quarter or the church that is in the northern Cyprus and you need to cross the Green Line, it's very simple to do so. All you have to do is go to one of the 2 checkpoints that they have in Nicosia and show your passport, and then you can cross. So it was much simpler than I thought it would be. I encourage you to go check out the old Armenian quarter and the church. Ooh, it's windy here. Last but not least, in Nicosia, I actually came across a few of those city scooters that you can rent out with an app and go places. I didn't see them a lot, so I don't know how easy it would be for you to find them, but I did see them, so they exist if you're interested. I was personally walking around everywhere, but it's good to know that that option exists. Just when I was gonna make a video saying that they don't have scooters and bicycles for rental, I come across this. So it's called Scroll. Scroll is the app where you can rent scooters, but I didn't see a lot of them. So maybe it's like you have to really look on the map and check out where they are. That's everything I have for things that you should know before visiting Cyprus. If you have been to Cyprus, let me know. Have you been there? Do you plan on going? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to include some links to the things that I've mentioned, as well as some Facebook groups that are providing very useful tourist information. So make sure to check those out and let me know. And from this beautiful Christmas tree here in Antwerp, I want to wish you guys and your families Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And our next stop together will be to LA. So I will see you guys there. I had a beautiful trip there, so I'm excited to show you around with me. Thank you so much for watching. Bacigner, I love you guys, and hopefully you will have an amazing Happy New Year. I forgot to say bye. The last bye of 2023. Bye!